Let me turn to the way in which he is reacting, talking about being right on the issue of Muslim immigration from jihadist countries, in fact, immigration from jihadist countries, and what we have seen happening in Berlin, in Germany, over the course of this week, the terrorist attack, the terrible terrorist attack. This is looming as an absolute incipient point at which U.S. policy has to change. So does Europe. What do you think?
Well, I think there are several things in play, the issues behind the issues. One is that the Obama wing of the Democratic Party views immigration as a tool of social engineering. It's an article of faith with them that the less our country resembles the Founding Fathers, the better our country will be. And on top of that, you have the left's infatuation with Islam. Now, Muslims can come in a lot of different flavors. Most American Muslims are overwhelmingly constructive, law-abiding citizens. But the unwillingness to accept that radical Islam, extreme fanatical Islam, is a disease within that community that has to be torn out, cut out like a cancer, well, it just baffles me with the left. I'm willing to face it. And Chancellor Merkel is willing to face it. She's learned her lesson, but Obama is going to go out doing everything he can.
What's the evidence of that? She's brought in somewhere around 1 million refugees, many of them illegally, and opened wide the arms of Germany to these people without proper vetting. And she has not recanted. She's played let me finish. She's played a couple of electoral games, but meanwhile, her policies remain in place.
Well, no, they don't. Actually, Lou, Germany has tightened back up considerably. She knows, Chancellor Merkel, our best friend in Europe, by the way, and perhaps the last man in Europe, knows she screwed up big time. That was the Lutheran pastor's daughter from Old East Germany coming out at her. And since then, they've tried to tighten up. But as we saw with Berlin and the difficulty in arresting Anas Amri when they knew he was a threat, Germany is saddled with two things. One, it is a legacy of the Nazi era. So there are new constitutions.
I mean, this is all well and good, but I'm talking about current policy rather than the historical context, the cultural context.
History is with us.
Amazing guilt, the guilt that that we can analyze forever, and it will only be rationalization in the minds of many. The fact of the matter is, Angela Merkel and her party remain favored. They remain in popular opinion with open borders to be supported. It has dropped significantly, but in effect, those liberal left policies of Angela Merkel that are leading directly, it appears, to these terrorist acts, it is not changing. They have not, and until there is a recognition of what they've done and what they must do, it seems like a peculiar journey to take, either intellectually or in terms of the policies that remain committed to open borders.
It requires constitutional changes in the German law to let the police do their job, let the intelligence agencies do their job. And let's not forget, Angela Merkel is not a leftist. Her party is the Christian Democratic Party allied with the Christian Social Union. They're right of center. Again, they screwed up the immigration policy because of their history. Germany wants to be seen as a good guy nation, generous to all. And now they're trying to fix it. And as we know from our own experience, fixing it is really, really hard. But, when I hear American conservatives making common cause with these far-right parties in Europe, they're Putin-funded, America-hating parties. It's about more than just immigration.